necessarily. Hey everybody. Damn, the what you call this thing now? The tripod lost its footing. It's always so freaking awkward setting up for live because you can't freaking see. Like, I can't see what I look like until I'm actually live. And so here we are being ghetto. Hey, Kamani. Wagwan. Let me see. Oh, hell no. Okay, I think that's it. Yes, yellow. Do you have on yellow too? What I want y'all to do for those who are present while I'm figuring out my life is drop a 1 in the chat if the sound is good, or do you need me to adjust? Hey, hey, hey. There, you know. Okay, 1, good, good, good. Okay, go, cool, 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 cool. So I'm gonna let the people populate the place real quick. Cool, cool. I'm gonna be in and out because I'm working. You know, shouts to you and the commitment to me for you to just be like, F this job. I'ma tune into what Sammy talking about in the meantime, in between time. I love that. Just don't get caught, okay? I hope that's not an issue in your place of employment. You see what I'm saying? But yes, as you see from the title today, we're doing a mental health check because the earth is ghetto, the world is ghetto, and yet we have to exist within it. So let us help each other out as we watch everything go up in flames all around us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, new subby. Hello, Charisma, Sunflower. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Tell me, what video is it that made you decide to subscribe? I've never asked that question, and now I want to know. Now I want to know. Okay. Especially considering that as of late, I've been talking about things that people have been in a tizzy about. And so I'm very curious when I get new subscribers during that time. Hello, hello. Just done pray too. Yeah, shouts to prayer. Shouts to just moments of silence with self and source to just sort out your life. I work from home. Okay, so you lit. I definitely need the mental health check for sure because child, the ghetto. You know what's crazy? There's nothing to celebrate, honestly, but every time I go live with y'all, I just automatically feel good. And so I'm all chipper in a vibrant mood. It's just a vibrant thing. Vibrant thing, the vibrant. And so shouts to y'all giving me vibes. Appreciate it. I still feel kind of off about the positioning. What is happening? Oh shit. Is it on? Did I mess it up? Okay, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Got the yellow on looking like the sun out here. You know, sometimes you just have to be the light. You just have to present it when it does not exist. You know what I'm saying? um, hey people, I'm new to the log journey and started to binge watch your videos. You know, let me tell you something. I support the binge watching of the channel because you know what that does for me? Boosts me along in the algorithm, and baby, any help I can get, I will take, I receive, and I am grateful for it. So shouts to you, Charisma, for binging. Shouts to everyone else who does the same. Finger snapping, yes, Grove, you know the vibes. So, okay, while the people populate, what I did for today's conversation is I drafted up a list of things for us to cover. Okay? So, since this is a mental health check and I am not a mental health professional, I consulted with the internet and found some check-in questions that we can go through together. But before we do that, because I see I have a certain number of people present, but my likes is not matching. So everyone who is here, hit that like button, and then we can get started. I'm gonna wait. Hit the like button, and then we can get started. I'm sorry I keep touching the camera. It's just like every time I look at it, it feels like it's not positioned correctly for some strange and odd reason. I don't know what that's about. Okay, thank you. I'm seeing the respect, but I'm waiting for the rest of y'all. Come on. I hope y'all are drinking your water. I definitely did not do a good job drinking water today, so this is my reminder to you. But I'm still waiting on the likes. Like, how you gonna be present and then just completely disregard the like button? Like, what are you doing? I thought y'all fucks with me. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Where's my mods at, too? I just noticed. I should have hit my sister up. I forgot. Yo, man, the yellow with the locks. Not you trying to shoot your shot like this. That's funny. That's funny. Y'all, honestly, because I know you hear me. I know you hear me. And I know you heard what I asked you to do. Like, come on. Y'all are delaying the live because you're not following directions. What's up? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, so yes, I have my list of questions that I want us to go through together. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask it, and then I'm gonna answer it myself. But I also want you guys to answer and let me know what the vibes are on your side. Okay? Cool. Word, word, word. Thank you. Cooperation. All right. First question. How's everyone feeling? How's everyone feeling on today, on tonight? And be honest. You can do it on a scale of 1 to 10 or just use your words. For me, the way I'm feeling is, I would say I'm generally good. Like, I've had a good day. What I tend to do when the world is crazy is I kind of like formulate my own little bubble around myself and try my best to disassociate a little bit because I just can't surround myself with all the chaos as it's happening. You know what I mean? It's just not good for me to do, and so I don't. Okay? Okay. Let me see what y'all said. Drained but hanging in there. Word hopeful. Okay, we like hopeful. That's nice. We like hopeful. We like hopeful. I'm glad it's Friday. I feel good once I'm off. Yay for 3-day weekend. Ooh, yeah, it is Memorial Day weekend. I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. Shouts to everyone who's gonna enjoy themselves, have a good time. I'm actually gonna be going out this weekend as well with friends and with family. So yay us. Yay, yay us. We had to face the world someday. Kamani, you are right. But it's like, how do you determine when it's okay to participate when there's always something going on? And we're as humans, just anyone, you're not supposed to be bombarded with negative or traumatic information back to back to back. We're not wired to receive all of that information at the velocity in which we do. So there's that tricky balance between staying informed and then also protecting your health. And we all know that generally the mainstream media is not interested in our health. They're just interested in our consumption, our participation, so So it becomes our personal duty and responsibility to make sure that we regulate how much we take in and all of the things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all have 3 days and, and I only have two? Oh, yes, Jimmy's because we have a holiday on Monday. So people are off. That's why. So sorry you don't get to experience that. But don't be a hater, okay? The universe guides you, focus on discovering your life. True, true, true. I'm feeling very positive. I've been trying not to stress over things I can't control. That's a good approach. And it's not always the easiest, especially if you want to cultivate cultivate some kind of order in your life and, structure. And if you're accustomed to doing that, but then you also realize that there's so much that is out of your control that you have to just relinquish and surrender and trust that that part will be handled, hopefully. Right? We still here breathing. Breathe. Oh, oops. Breathe, take in for the next 3 minutes. Breathe out and live and prosper for yourself with the remainder of your day. So basically, she's telling us, or Nashir, is that Nashir? Basically, they're telling us to breathe through it all, to breathe. And facts, big facts. Okay, next question. Ready? What's been at the forefront of your mind? Like, what has been a thought that keeps coming up for you lately? And for me, I would say what's been at the forefront of my mind. Ooh, that's a good question. I'll get to that after I answer this one. What's been at the forefront of my mind? It's actually funny because money has been one of those things, more so in terms of how do I continue to create value in the world and then have it reciprocated to me. That's one thing that I haven't like cracked the code on. There's so many people out here who are like so good and masterful with just manifesting in terms of finances and like that level of resources. And for me, that's just something I've always just had a hard time with because I'm not much of a conformer when it comes to general things, and it's hard for me to convince myself to work in the conventional sense, you know? Although that is what's connected to the resources. So it's like I have this whole internal thing where I'm like, okay, maybe I should do these things, but at the same time, I don't necessarily want to. Can y'all relate to that? I'm pretty sure everyone in here can relate a little bit. You know? Okay, so the question was, hold on, where did it go? Question, how does money impact your mental health? Hi, Sam, you look beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, and so I actually had to journal about it this morning as far as how it affects my mental health is that it just would make me like a little anxious a little bit or like worried when it's not where it needs to be. It's a whole nother story when you have it and it's like on a consistent basis, but because right now what I'm doing entirely is content creation, it's like every month it's different and I don't know what it's gonna look like. So that unpredictability is like it's jarring. It is jarring. It's like I understand why people just stay at whatever job or position that they're in, even if they hate it or whatever, because at least the consistency removes a level of anxiety, and we need security in life. So it's not always the easiest thing to take risks when it comes to that, especially if you have a family and other responsibilities. It's not the easiest thing. Let me see what else y'all said. Oh my God, I so agree. I feel like it all comes down to believing in yourself, knowing your worth, knowing that you can attract anything you want to yourself. And that's very true, Sherry. And really, that's like part of my dance that I have to do with myself. And it's really like every day I have to, well, not every day, but often I have to like remind myself that I have access to all of these things that I'm desiring. And it's not enough for me to just want it. I have to actually follow through with an aligned action that would meet that goal as well. You know? It's actually funny. I saw a video, a TikTok video yesterday, where it was this woman. She was saying how ever since she started to lean into her feminine energy and like away from the over dominance of the masculine, she's been noticing that she's lost like that drive, that passion, or that motivation to like go forth and make things happen, which is the masculine component. And that is something that has been so relatable for me. Like the more and more that I lean into my feminine, the less fire I have to like go, 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 make things happen. And there's this person I follow, and she was basically saying the reason, because although we are meant to balance our feminine and masculine, because we both have those principles, even in doing so, it's still a lot for one person because we're meant to be tribal, we're meant to be communal, we're meant to each have our roles and work together and lean on each other. And because we live in a society that has taught us to be separate from each other and do everything by yourself and grind and do it by yourself, and if you don't do it that way, then you're failing in some capacity. It's like we've let go of the very thing that keeps us sane and intact and functional, which is working together. Like even in, if you think of it in terms of like partnership, like relationships, you need that give and take, pouring into each other and like supporting each other. So wherever you lack, I can fill in, and vice versa. So neither one of us is doing it alone. And when you are in this world with that awareness, but you kind of are still doing things by yourself, it's kind of hard to like, it's kind of hard because it's like, damn, everything would be so much easier if I had someone to do it with. But how many of us are thinking like that, you know? How many of us are thinking like that? And then also the messed up part about it is some people do think like that, but in terms of their own personal gain. So if they see that you can do something for them or help them in some way, they just try to extrapolate as much as they can from you before they leave. And it's like they just messed everything up. People just mess things up. I tell ya. I tell ya. Yeah. Understandable, but personally, I had to learn to distinguish the difference between consistency and conformity. It's disappearing. We're all learning how to properly navigate in this new age. And that is so, so true. That is so, so true. What you said about the difference between being conforming or being consistent. Because it's not necessarily conforming to like put the necessary action behind your intention to make things happen. That's not conforming, whatever it looks like for you. But in some spaces it is, so it's tricky. It's tricky. But yeah, okay. Let me move on to the next question. Let me see. Did I miss anything? Okay, cool. What was your last full meal? I'm curious to know what y'all been eating. Today, I had couscous, okay, and this cherry balsamic kind of dressed chicken with roasted carrots, and it was good. Which, speaking of, I prefer like, you know, the whole home cooked meal version of things, but the only thing about it that sucks is how much time it takes to make the food for it to be waxed off in like under 10 minutes. You done ate the whole shit so quickly, but it took so much time to make it. That shit's crazy. Miso soup. Ooh, yum. What else y'all been eating? Tell me. Tell me. Oh shit. Whoopsie. My bad. I was trying to fix the thingamajig. What else y'all been eating? Hey Onyx. What you want? Okay. Y'all not gonna tell me? That's crazy. I am vegan, so I had fried mushrooms. Ooh, what kind of mushrooms you had? What kind of mushrooms you had, girl? Tell us. Y'all, Jesus Christ. Okay, here's what the issue is. My tripod is like not cooperating with me today, and every time I put my phone, it's like not fully in, so I keep trying to fix it, but then it pops out. You know? So annoying. I think that'll be fine. Portobello, my favorite. I love portobello mushrooms. I recently, as in within the last few months, learned about oyster mushrooms and what's it? Lion? Is it lion mushroom? What is it called? Correct me if I'm wrong. But boy, them things hit, especially when you fry them up and use them as like the meat replacement in a meal, like a sandwich or something. So good. So, lion mane, thank you, thank you. So good. I had the lion mane mushroom one time, like within a pasta situation, and I was like, it does taste like chicken. Like, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Ah ha ha ha. Oh, mushrooms are good. A good time in more ways than one. And you know that. You know it. You know that to be the case. Just had lentils and potatoes. Ooh, lentils. Okay. What kind of potatoes? What you did with the potatoes? Tell me. In Jamaica, so I never really tried them things there. Oh, like that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Well, I cooked up noodles, not necessarily my personal choice, but life has its journeys, and right now I'm in the brink of breaking through my personal limbo. I plan on going vegan, but in due time. You know, pace yourself. Don't force anything, pace yourself, and don't feel guilty about it. Especially, I actually just got off a call where we were talking about the state of the economy and, like, you know, prices going up for everything and the imminent recession that is on its way to us. And that's something that I've been hearing people who have like a strict dietary lifestyle present as a concern. It's like, yo, how am I going to keep this up when all this chaos is going on? You know? So, all that to say, take your time. I had a grilled chicken salad. Salad. We love salad. Salad is a good time. Salad is a good ass time. All right. Cube potatoes and toss them in with the lentils. Good soup. Oh, okay, nice. I want some. I want some. Give me some. I'm drinking, in here I have water and cranberry juice. Cheers. I hope y'all have something very refreshing that you sipping on. All right. Next question. Jerk salmon and rice. Ooh. What kind of rice? What you do with the rice? Jerk salmon? Let me tell you something. Yes, okay? Yes. See, why am I asking y'all about this? Cuz now I'm getting hungry. Now I want it. Now I want to eat that. Now I want that for dinner right fucking now, even though I had dinner already. Like, why I did that? Why I played myself like that? Yes, ma'am, white rice. Come on. Let me move on before I upset myself, child. Okay, how have you guys been sleeping lately? You know, I've been noticing, okay, I've been waking up a little bit later than usual. But then again, I've also been going to sleep later. So that makes sense. And I don't know if it's necessarily connected to what's going on and everything. It's just like my body just doesn't feel ready to go to sleep at a decent hour. And so I just be up. Like I just be up. And sometimes even when I lay down to go to sleep, it's like I'm just thinking about all types of things that don't need to be thought about at this time. Can y'all relate to that? And then I wake up later than normal and then feeling groggy. And also sometimes I feel like disappointed in myself because I'm like, there was a time when my body used to just wake me up at dawn or like in the dawn hours. And now it's just like, no, girl, we want to stay in bed. And even after, let's say I do wake up at a decent hour, I stay in bed for like an extra segment of time. It's like my body just doesn't want to do too much in the morning time. And sometimes I dead ass feel bad about it. I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is it like this? You know? Let me see what y'all saying. I blame it on the weather. And you know, I think you're absolutely right, especially because where I'm at, it just has not been enough sun. It just hasn't. It's been so gloomy consistently. And if we do get a sunny day, it's like once, real quick, or maybe twice for a really small portion of the day. And then if you miss that window of sunshine, you just missed it. And now it's back to being groggy again. And it's like, bruh, we've been, we've been, I'll speak for myself. I've been indoors too much, like in comparison to how much time can be spent outdoors. And I'm someone who I thrive in sunshine. I need it. I need sun. I need my melanin to be activated. I mean, all of us need that, you know? I need it. And so the fact that I haven't been able to have access to the sun in the ways that I want it, and it's like every day I'm waiting for it to be sunny enough. And still, even if it is sunny, it's dumb cloudy. It's just like, it's so depressing. It's like, what the hell? So I agree with you on that. The weather definitely affects. It has. I think it does coincide with the sleep, because it's like you know how you feel when you spend like the day in the sun, and then you lay your ass down in the bed and you are knocked out cold. You sleep. Okay, versus when you don't get to have yourself be charged up in that way and interact with nature in that way, and it's kind of like you feel like you're not satisfied enough with the way your energy was dispersed through the day to fully rest. You know? Is that making sense? It's weird. Poorly, I'm glad you asked. Not great, triggered. Dreams, paralysis, and toss and turns. Damn. Yo, sleep paralysis is like fucking. First of all, what is that? Why does that happen? I've heard like people say it's like, oh, spirits or whatever, but it's like, I haven't had that happen in a really long time, but when it does, it's like freaking terrifying. Like what is on my lip? It's terrifying. And you ever like woke up in the middle of a sleep paralysis episode and you're consciously like, oh, get up. But it's like your body just won't move. That shit is scary. I don't like that. I don't like it at all, child. I just started melatonin. I'm in school, so my sleep was out of balance. Thoughts on melatonin? I mean, yeah, that is what contributes to your body being able to sleep and rest fully. I haven't. I've used a sleep aid before, but it wasn't melatonin though. It was another herb. It was a herb, but I can't remember what it's called. I don't remember what it's called, but I don't really see an issue with that if it helps you. Just what I would say is like in moderation because you don't want anything to like throw off your body's natural ability to produce these things, you know. But do what you gotta do as long as it's healthy for you. I can't even judge people for doing stuff like that or shame you or anything like that, because you kind of just gotta get it how you live at this point. At this point, been sleeping off of half a blunt, so very relaxed. Okay. Shouts to that. That's probably also another component because I haven't been smoking lately. I haven't been partaking in the herbs, and that is something I used to do in the evening time to like calm down or like transition. So that you just mentioned something interesting. Dreamt of my brother last night. He was just with me every there at work in the elevator on the train. He died. Oh damn. Last year. I'm so sorry, Marsha. I am so sorry for your loss, and rest in peace to your brother. And truly, the fact that you dreamt about him is really just a reminder that the energy never dies. They are always a part of you, especially considering the level of closeness and impact that they have in your life. They will always be a part of you. It's like you carry them forward through your own life and actions. And so, gratitude to him visiting you in your sleep, in a space where you're peaceful. You know, that shit is crazy though. Oh damn! What just happened? The chat just did some wildish. It just did that. We literally going through the same thing. Yeah, like, after the blood moon, I started to experience a little paralysis, but I'm continually having to experience the same dream from different perspectives. Interesting. And the fact that you mentioned the blood moon just reminded me of the fact that we are in retrograde season right now. So, the things, okay? I try to go to a park any chance I get during the day. I love the sun. I support that. I support that. The weather will go like this, unfortunately, if you are able to go out and experience the sunlight, charge up as much as possible. That part. Stepping heavy on the mental, so I haven't been sleeping comfortably as I should be. I've tried basil and oregano tea to help with sleep. It worked for me once. Shouts to that one ass time that it worked. And shouts to you trying to find ways to address that. What are some things that y'all think we can do to help us get to sleep, but with more ease? One thing. I mean, I know taking warm showers or taking a bath in the evening time before bed and like rubbing up on yourself and all that kind of thing is helpful. Um, I need to. This actually just reminded me of my diffuser. I haven't used it in a little while, but this feels like a reminder for me to re up on my essential oils so I can put them in my diffuser because that is helpful. Maybe getting candles. Like, really, what it is like, at least for me, it really helps to set the vibe, like, create a vibe of rest and slowing down. So that might even look like dipping from the phone or the internet at least an hour before going to sleep and just being with yourself and your environment. One thing that it does help me is I go on YouTube and I pull up some nature sounds or binaural beats. Actually, by the way, for those of y'all who don't know, I have an ASMR channel, and sometimes I incorporate nature sounds on there too. So I just go on my own channel and play my videos in the background, and it helps me as well. But what else? What kind of suggestions y'all got? Relaxing music, yes. Apparently, your mind drifts between dreams and reality during paralysis. The tingling sensations you feel is because your body is still asleep, but the psyche is in fight or flight. Yeah. Shit cray. It's like, that shit is crazy. Stop being on your phone 30 minutes before bed. Word. Do you want to go back to teaching? I don't. I don't. To be honest, like me with the content that I create in this space. Oh shoot, I just hit my thingamajig. Yeah, the content that I create in this space, I treat my channel like my personal classroom. The reason I say I don't want to get back to teaching in the conventional sense is my classroom still doesn't belong to me. Like I still have to, there's so many limitations put in place that I don't even have the energy to get into it right now. But what I was noticing would happen to me, or I would experience, is like, first of all, the hassle of getting there, like the traffic and the noise and the commotion, and then fighting parking just really disturbs my spirit. And then I would get there and deal with whatever bullshit on the way. And then in the classroom, it's like you're constantly being managed. Like it's weird. It's like whenever my supervisor or director was out, I would have the smoothest days because I know what I'm doing. The kids vibe with me and you just go with it intuitively and you follow your lesson plan. But whenever they are present, it's like they just be in your face, in your business, talking about all these things that are irrelevant. And it's like, yo, leave me alone. Let me just deal with the kids. Like me and the kids, perfection. But once the adults start circulating in my space, I just get so irritated. And then I started realizing that I felt like I wasn't having an impact in the lives of my students in the way that I would desire to, because there's but so much you can do in the classroom. It also has to translate into what happens in their homes, right? And I think that the pandemic situation really affected that because we weren't allowed to interact with the parents anymore. Like we couldn't like just go interact with them that much. We had to stay in the classroom and staff would bring the kids in and out. And so there's like a disconnect between classroom and home. And then sometimes it'll be like everything they learned in that week, they go home, they experience the weekend, and they come back to the classroom blank slate, completely blank again. And it's like, bro, because you have no control over what happens after they leave your space. So I was feeling like I just wasn't having any real impacts. Like the most impact I've had with kids in a teaching space was when I would teach them, when I would private tutor. Because I'm literally with you, focusing on your needs, giving you all the attention that you need. But in the classroom setting, it's like, it's so tricky. Especially if you're dealing with let's say majority of the students are below level, and then you have like a small crop of kids that are on level or above. The intention is you're supposed to diversify or switch up the style for the different levels, but what ends up happening is the kids who are up here kind of have to just sit and twiddle their thumbs and wait for the rest of them to catch up. At least in my school, that's how it was. And in the schools that I've worked in, that's what it was like. And if you gave the kids who were advanced material that matched their level, is like you got some level of pushback still, whether it be from admin or sometimes with parents, they would be resistant or they just didn't want to sit down with their kids to do the work. It's just like just too many things that just I couldn't. And I was starting to feel very aggravated in that space and kind of just going through the motions until the time ran out. Versus on my channel, I feel like I'm using it as my own personal classroom where I can cultivate a topic that I want to talk about, put it together in a way that literally matches what I'm thinking in my mind. I present it to you, and it's reaching so many people at once. And then you guys interact with it, and it makes me feel good and fulfilled because it affects your life in some way, and then that ripples out into the things that you do, you know? So I feel like I'm more aligned in my purpose when I am using my platform and using my voice and my ability to break down information in this way versus the other way that I was doing it, to be real with you. Okay, I just said a mouthful, but hopefully that answered your question. Was teaching not your passion? To be honest with you, my passion was really more so about working with children and conveying information. So it kind of circles back to what I was talking about earlier with that whole back and forth with the concept of working because I'm able to do that in my life. Like anytime I'm around children, anytime I'm around anyone, I'm able to be like a resource to people, and I'm really helpful to other people, and that makes me feel fulfilled, and it makes me feel as though I'm doing what I've been put here to do. But when I have to do it within like a defined professional role, it feels like it gets so diluted and I'm no longer doing what I'm supposed to do, if that makes sense. It's weird. If that makes sense, let me know. If not, cool. Let me see. Oh shit. This thing. My bad, y'all. The chat got messed up. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm glad you understand what I mean. It's kind of like I was listening to a podcast today and they were talking about Juneteenth and how y'all saw how they made those Juneteenth like napkins and party favors and shit. And now it kind of just lost all credibility and value because it's become commercialized. That's kind of how I feel when it's like there's a difference between being and doing what you are meant to do on this earth, and then when you have to do it in a commercialized version of it, it like gets diluted, and it's like what am I even doing anymore? Like at first I was doing the things, but then now it became more of a money grab that now I'm no longer doing the things. You know? Like I think I would thrive the best as far as like in an educator role in a resource-based economy, one where everyone is playing their role and their part based off of what they are naturally gifted at doing and able to do, and it's an exchange, like a barter. Like I am great with children, so I will handle the kids, you know? Versus when you have to exchange your passion for money. It kind of like, for some people, they're able to do it and still feel like, yo, I'm thriving, I'm doing my thing, and you know, the passion is there, I'm in my purpose. And for other people like me, it kind of feels like once that version of the exchange enters the picture, it's like it kind of muffles it out. It's weird, man. It's weird. Very weird. Very, very weird. The Walmart Juneteenth ice cream child. Yes, like it's like the minute that the masses get their hands on the concept, it starts to lose value all of a sudden. It's like so ghetto. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm glad y'all feel me on that because oh shit. I know what I'm saying isn't like the most politically correct thing to say. It's not the most encouraging thing to speak this way, but I can't pretend and act like that's not the case. Like that's how I feel a lot of the times. The moment that it becomes a transactionary thing, it starts to lose the value that it once had. And I mean, to be honest, me, self provide the value. We provide the value to whatever it is that we're doing. It's just sometimes I have a hard time like separating myself from that when I know that at the end of the day, the reason I had to provide value is so that I can earn. So it's like I had to do that mental switch where it's like, no, just provide value because it's valuable and it creates impact in the world. And then the earning is secondary. But it's hard to think like that when you need to earn in order to exist. It's like, why can't I just exist and do what I'm good at without having to make it a transactionary thing? You know what I mean? And that's why they don't, and that's what they don't teach you in school. Yeah, and it's crazy. Because even I know people who are teachers, who are doctors, who are lawyers, who are in all kinds of professions, but that passion, that thing that drew you to it goes away a lot of the times unless you just really, really love the work of it and the mechanics and it doesn't bother you at all. But a lot of the times people kind of lose that oomph that they initially had that drew them to the fields in the first place because you start to get like depleted. Like even when let's talk like doctors and nurses as an example. Your intention was to come through and help people heal, right? And help nurture and take care of other people. But then when you get inside the hospital and then you start realizing there's quotas involved and that you have to get certain amount of beds occupied for the day and then now the part of the healing isn't really as prominent as you thought it was now that you're in it and you're like, all right, well, I'm a doctor and I'm a nurse and I'm collecting the check at this point. And if they heal, they heal. And if they don't, I just got to deal with that, Crazy. Passion or poverty, this is the choice society tells us we have. Yeah. And it shouldn't be that way. And I mean, at the end of the day, you're supposed to be realistic and grounded about things, right? But at the end of the day, I still have to be honest in calling a thing. And a lot of the times, people's passions get killed the moment that it has to become monetized or like production based. Like when you start to equate your value to how much you produce and how much you do versus just being the value in the way that you are. Anytime I am around children, I bring so much value to their lives. It doesn't matter what capacity. But then when I have to do it in terms of for a check, it's different. It's different. It's hard for me to explain it past that point, but it sounds like y'all get me. Sounds like y'all get me on that. Any other questions for me before I move on to the next one? All right. Let me see. Where is it at? Okay. What have you been doing for exercise? I'm actually excited to share with y'all what I've been doing. Oh shit. What I have been doing is I utilize YouTube a lot. And also I signed up for this subscription with this girl. She offers like resistance band classes as well as step classes, like step aerobics. So I've been doing step aerobics, the resistance band classes, and I found this channel called Grow with Jo. Do you guys know her? Raise your hand if you know Grow with Jo. She does these workouts, or it's kind of like walking and stepping, like in your whatever your space is. So it's just like a whole bunch of standing exercises, walking in place exercises. It's like a cute little concept. But I've been doing her videos and they make me feel so like, I just feel so pumped up. I just be in here like, yes. And then even if I'm tired, it's like I still want to push through because I don't know. There's like just this rewarding feeling of having a challenge, feeling the difficulty of it, and then pushing past that and then doing it. It's like, yes, I did it. I be in here sweating, child, like, woo, Let me get some water, but then also, good job. That'd be me. So that's what I've been doing for my workouts, and it's been a great time. I love it. I love it. What about y'all? What have y'all been doing? What kind of exercising have you been incorporating? And if you haven't been exercising, just take this as your reminder to get to it. Because obviously, you've been thinking about it. And now I am the manifestation of that thought. Okay? I've been doing workouts from YouTube as well. YouTube University is just so clutch. So clutch. It's like, wow, everything you can possibly ever imagine that you need. Oh, and also I've been doing yoga. That has always been one of the things in my rotation, but sometimes it kind of like falls off and then it comes back. So that's another one. I do my step aerobics, my resistance bands, my little grow with Joe walking place, and my yoga. And so my schedule is 3 times a week on average. And when I'm really feeling fancy, I'll do like a four times a week. Was it this week? This week I did 5. I was like, oh my God. And it's the reason that it went up is because of the Grow with Joe workouts. Because something about the way that she does it, it makes it feel more attainable because it's not like breaking your fucking neck. But then after you work out, you feel it. So it's like, I kind of feel that excitement to do it again. I'm like, ooh, I did it. Let me do another one. Why do you exercise? To be healthy. What the hell? Okay, let me give that question more than that. I do have my own personal body goals because there was a time where I was my body goals and I was loving it, and then I kind of got a little bit lax on it. I'm still good. Like, my body is great and it's wonderful. However, I know what my best body can be, so I'm trying to get it back to that. Also, because I'm not as active, like out and about, I feel like I have to make sure I'm keeping a regular workout practice to move my energy around. Because when I don't, I feel so stagnant. I feel stuck. I feel lethargic, and I don't like feeling like that. And if I let myself stay like that for too long, it's like I just end up in that like kind of depressive kind of state. So exercising keeps my energy up. It keeps it moving so that it doesn't feel like it's stuck, you know? So it's very helpful for my mental health. Helps keep me sane. And also, because I am getting older, every single day you're aging and your body is doing what it does. I want to take care of my body. I want to keep myself fit and together. It's kind of like that whole stay ready so you don't got to get ready. I don't want to wait until something happens before I take care of myself. I want to always be in a position where my body is strong, my body is healthy. And so my immune system is also strong, my mental is also strong. And I like the feeling of being physically strong in my body. There's a time I used to strength train, and it translated into how I moved in the world, like the way I interacted with people, the way I poured myself into projects. It's like I just had this, I'm just so sure of myself. I'm solid. It just feels solid. Like I can handle things. The wind blows, I'm not about to fall over. I'm grounded. You know? So all those reasons combined. And then cherry on top, if and when children enter the equation for me, exercising is very beneficial to that process. It helps you with the way that you carry that child, the way that that child develops within you, but also in the labor and delivery process, it makes it smoother for you. Keep that pelvic floor strong so that you can actually feel what your body needs in that moment and adjust to it. You know, if you need to squat, you can hold that squat, you know, things like that I think about. And then also, extra cherry on top, for hanky panky time, you gotta have stamina. So there's that. There's just nothing but good that comes from working out, to be honest. And it's not the easiest thing to do. It's not like I love it so much, But what I do love about it is how it makes me feel after. So that feeling is worth it. The pain is worth it. The soreness is worth it because I know I'm deliberately crafting my body in the way that I need it to be so that I can handle anything. And you got to be apocalypse ready. What if everything shuts down right now and you got to go out and scavenge? I got to be able to run and jukes. You know what I'm saying? If I'm running for my life, I can't pause to the side and catch a breath. I got to keep going, right? So all of that is why. And imagine you still looking like a 10. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. I recently did Insanity. It was hard, but I finished it. Now I'm getting into Pilates. Yo, Pilates? Whew, child. Pilates is next level. Okay. People look at it and they're just like, oh, you're just holding poses. No. Okay. You are working your ass off that entire time. It is so difficult. And I remember before the panorama, when I used to go to my group fitness classes, I had yoga every Tuesday. And there are some guys that would come from upstairs the gym, which is like where you do the weightlifting and everything. And they would come in there all brolic and strong. We are men. Chow, crumbling and cracking underneath the yoga poses. Yoga. All you heard in that classroom was grunting and deep and heavy sighs from those same strong ass men. So don't sleep. Yoga as well as Pilates. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Yes, hanky panky time. You know what you know the vibes. You gotta be able to hold the squat. Okay? You can't be keeling over from exhaustion because your body can't manage. Your body gotta be fit and ready for the things. Okay? Okay. Which is why community gardens. Wait, hold on. Let me go back to the first thing you said. I had to pick my routines back up, 30-minute jogs around the hood. I'm from a little town in the middle of Carolina country. Ooh. Weightlifting, meditation, stretches, and crunches. Absolutely. And you know, the thing about that is going back to those moments when you kind of feel like things just are out of your control and it's just crazy. Everything around you is crazy. When you take ownership of your routines and your practices, it brings you back that sense of togetherness. It's like I'm taking the reins of my own personal experience. Yes, everything is crazy around me, but what do I have control over? Me and what I do and how I feel. So whatever I need to do to make sure that that's handled, I'm going to do it. And even if it's difficult, at least it's a difficulty that I am imposing on myself and taking on, as opposed to shit just being thrown at me. You know what I'm saying? Been to yoga with my dad. He been doing it for a minute. It's interesting. It's exactly like core balance training. Yeah, exactly. It's like all about, aside from the breathing and the tuning in, it's about body control. Like even for example, if you're doing a vinyasa, which is you're in a plank and then you gotta like bring your body down to the mat and then come up for a cobra or an upward dog and then bring it down to a downward dog, all of that you have to control because you can't just flop onto the mat. You can't just be like, and flop down onto your belly. You gotta slowly and gracefully bring yourself down. Ooh, child. It is not a game, okay? It is not a game. Also, yoga bodies are very lit. One of my closest friends, she used to be my yoga teacher. And she recently had a baby a few months ago. And one of the things that was the most helpful for her is the fact that she was doing yoga. It's like her body, it's just like her body just knew what to do. This was her first child. She don't know nothing about the actual feeling of childbirth, but she did that like this, like this. That baby was out. Okay. Yoga. So just throwing that out there. Jogging outside is an amazing time. I started to incorporate that into my routine also. I applaud people who jog. Like, that is impressive as hell to me. That is so impressive. Shouts to y'all. Hey yo, first time doing these mistakes and sweating harshly. Yeah, you know, yoga's a vibe though, and I love when guys incorporate it into their fitness regimen, and they don't act like, oh, that's a woman thing. Let the woman do that. No, do your strength training, do your weights and everything, but then also stretch. We can't have you out here popping ligaments when you're supposed to bend us over and stuff. I hope there's no children watching tonight. I hope there's no kids watching. Do your deadlifts. I had a guy say that recently. He was like, look, you need to be able to bench a certain amount of weights if you're going to be dealing with a lady in that manner, okay? If you can't bench, and I don't remember the amount that he said, but you need to be able to bench the things. You need to be able to do your deadlifts, okay? You need that strength. Don't skip leg day, gentlemen. I know y'all be in there trying to focus on your chest, your arms, and your back, but do not neglect the legs, the thighs, the quads, the glutes. Show them love too, because that's what allows you to like have a center of gravity, so you can just like bring, fling her around the place. You got to be able to fling her around the place, okay? Y'all saw that video of Meg the Stallion and Partisan Fontaine, and he was just throwing her ass in the air. He was just throwing her up in a circle, child. Y'all got to be able to do that for us, okay? Okay. Just make sure you know. Do you want to teach us some yoga? I would join a YouTube live yoga session if you teach it. You saying that with the assumption that I am teacher level, child. You didn't hear me say earlier that I'd be falling off and then I had to get back to it? I still need a teacher, child. What you mean? What you mean? Don't skip leg day. Whew. Be out here built like Grove. Can't have that. Can't have that. Can't have that. Trust I don't want to be out here like SpongeBob in the episode where he got those fake arms. Perfect visual. Don't be out here like SpongeBob. Okay? Or what was the lobster name? Larry the lobster? Don't be like Larry with his big ass and his skinny legs. Don't be like Larry, okay? Be a god. Okay? Tap into your god body. Okay? Thighs. We love it. Ladies, provide a testament to the men who are present. We love when the men have thick thighs. And we don't mean like thick like jiggle jiggle. We mean like thick because it's strong and worked. Okay? The muscles, we love to see it because it tells us that you can handle the ride. Matter of fact, you leading the ride. You leading the ride because you got it. You clearly, look at them thighs. Look at them thighs, baby. And I've been seeing this trend go around of hoochie shorts for men. And they're only calling it hoochie shorts just because it stops high enough on your thigh that we can see your thigh muscles, the leg meat. And when I tell you, the ladies have been out here swooning, falling apart, and fainting, seeing a strong, built, muscular man, not like OD like this, but like, strong, sturdy, in his little hoochie shorts. The same way y'all feel when you see us in our sundresses is how we feel when we see y'all in your hoochie shorts, okay? We love to see it. Show me them thighs. Show us the thighs, okay? We love to see it. We love it. Okay? Okay. Okay. The workout pants Wiz be wearing. Let me see. What you talking about? What Wiz be wearing? Let me see what Wiz be wearing, child. Wiz Khalifa workout. Not workout shorts just automatically filling in. So clearly people have been looking for this. Yes. Look at him. I didn't mean to laugh like that, but yes. Show them thighs, Wiz. Look at them thighs. Yo, and let me just take a moment to appreciate Wiz Khalifa and his glow up. Because that man used to be scrawny, and y'all know it, right? And look at him now. He's still slim, but he also thick. And we love to see it. I love that for him. I love it for him. We love it. Wiz, I'm still looking at the pictures, y'all, because look at him with the thighs out. Look at them thighs. But some of these pictures, his shorts are a little bit too short. He got to chill out. Because now he got, some of these pictures is poom shorts, and he's wilding with that. But it don't got to be that short. But he's bucking. But clearly he's proud of them legs. He's like, look, I have been squatting. I have been doing the deadlifts. Okay? So I'm going to show it out. I'm going to show it out. I'm going to skin out because I'm fine. And it's motivation. Baby, I'm motivation. Simping Sammy back at it. Oh, no. You're not going to catch me simping. Okay? I'm not a simp. But I do admire, and I will let it be known. Hey. You look good. I will say that. Yeah, let me get my legs back right. Get them legs together. Get them legs together. And throw on a pair of hoochie shorts and let the ladies see what you're working with, okay? Y'all are funny. Yes, show them thighs, Wiz. Show them thighs, Wiz Khalifa. Thighs looking right. I'm about to look at the pictures again. Hold on. Let me find a good one. Thighs. Look at that. He thick. Forgive me. Because I'm misbehaving on the internet. But he's doing thank you for putting me on. Because I did not know he was out here like this with the shorts. I didn't know. And now I do. And yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, God. Yes. Wear them shorts. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really like scrolling to find more pictures because Google is just not giving me enough. It's not giving me enough. Okay. All right. Stop. Behave. Had to look the pick up. Yes, get you a piece. Get you a slice of that visual. And I know not we all on Google. Yes. Google, yes. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I know some guys have a problem. They take issue with the ladies in their life wanting to give them a little toot of the booty. We would just want to give it a little squeeze. Don't be offended. Be flattered. It's an honor. It's an honor if we want to do that. Because that means you got something going on in your derriere in a way that is so appealing to us that we just have to touch it. Don't you want us to touch you? Why you don't want us to touch you? Now, I understand some ladies be ODing and like smacking it in a way to make it bounce. Don't do that. Don't violate them. But a good little toss. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I think it said ew. Oh, yes. And quick disclaimer, I'm about to body shame a little bit real quick. So if you are that kind of person and you're present, but have y'all ever seen, I'm speaking to the ladies specifically on this one. Have y'all ever seen a guy who had no ass at all? He just had no backside, just none. Not even a cup. You hate to see it. It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing because there are some guys who would, like I was saying with the leg day, don't miss leg day. And that also means don't miss glute day either. Do your squats, do your lunges. Let your gluteus maximus get worked and exercise because it's a muscle too. And we as ladies, we love to see your muscles be developed. Don't neglect it and make it seem like only women are supposed to work on that area and we as men we only do our arms. No, do all of it because it makes you fill out in a way that just it's just so good. It's so good. You don't have to have a fatty. It don't gotta be over there like the BBL girls, okay? You don't gotta be all of that, but just give us a cute little cup, just a cute little. So when you walk, there's a crease. There's a butt cheek crease because there's a muscle there and it's being worked. We love to see it. We love to see it. And some of y'all be depriving us of that experience because you trying to act like your gluteus maximus not supposed to get worked out. And it is. It is. And also, aside from the aesthetic of it, that's what gives you that thrust power. What you think? Where you think the thrust coming from? Where do you think the thrust is coming from? Your lower body. You got to thrust. You got to have a strong thrust game. Okay. I'm trying to put y'all on, gentlemen. You notice how the guy's been mad quiet after I started talking about booties, but I hope that in this moment, as I am speaking, you are holding a squat. Okay? Do your squats. Do your deadlifts. All right? Itty bitty booties matter too. that don't mean neglected. Exactly. Like there is someone who I was interacting with, and there's a difference between you just having a smaller booty, which is okay, versus your booty has been deflated from neglect. Don't neglect your ass, bro. Don't neglect it. Work it. Isn't worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Is your feminine fling yet? Don't neglect your booty. Okay? Okay. I'm going to leave it there. Cause, okay. Yes, Shay. You know what I'm talking about. Like, cause now I'm picturing. Now it's in my head. Now I'm thinking about it. Cause even just watching him walk away, you know what's the saying? It's like, I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave, or something like that. Like just I love to watch you walk away, cause I love to see the back of you as well. I'm a sucker for men who have strong and defined back and shoulder region. Oof, love it. But I also love when that back isn't just the shoulder. It got to be the mid back, the lower back, the upper gluteus, the lower gluteus. We love it. All of it is a sight to see. It is exquisite. It's godly. You a god. Act like it, okay? Get your strength up in your booty. Get the booty strength up. When you do your squats, come up and squeeze. Squeeze it. Okay? Work it. Come on. Come on. Come on. We love when our men have cakes as well. Don't let these other people lie to you and have you out here with the long back, because you know what they doing? They doing they squats and they stealing your girl, okay? That's what they doing. Okay. Next question. Let me get my list. Let me get my list. All right, you ready? Let me take a sip first. Okay. What is something that you did today that made you feel good? What's something that you did today that made you feel good? I took a nap. That was lovely. I made dinner and then I ate that dinner. That was also lovely. What else did I do that made me feel good? Not y'all laughing. Yes. Um, I spoke to a friend uh, and got some advice, some content creation input, and that made me feel good. And I kind of just took it easy today, you know? Friday vibes. I wasn't gonna overexert myself, but because of the fact that I took it more chill today, I was able to just be at ease, be with myself, and be with my thoughts. And that allowed me to come up with some ideas for things I want to do moving forward. So that was nice. I appreciated that about myself today. What about you guys? What's something you did today that made you feel good? I got off work. We love it. Clocking out it'll definitely make you feel good, especially on a Friday. I did some locks, which always put me in a good mood. Oh, you was over here styling people here. That's so nice. That's lovely. Let it all let it be all defined and proportioned correctly. Yes, charisma. Charisma is still talking about the booty cheeks because charisma understands. Charisma, you get it. And I'm glad. For all of the men who are silently watching, take note, okay? We love to see it. We love to see it. I manifested all the coins for the month of June. Yes! Celebrate good time. Come on! Woohoo! We love that. I love that for you. I love that. I love that for you. It is a wonderful feeling to have all of that situated like in advance so that once June come around, you're good. You don't got to stress about that part. You got it. So shouts to you. We love that. Did some cooking with my mom, rice, bean sauce, and plantains. Ooh, yes, come on. And did a beat with my sister. That is so lovely. Nice job, Grove. I love that for you. And I am here for the rice and beans and plantanos. The plantain? The plantain? That's right. I had to say it in all variations of the pronunciation for everyone who's present. But yes, I love some plantain. Yes. Yes, sir. I got new shoes on my ride. Yes, sir. And I'm rolling down 95. Baby, you can see it in my eye that I'm looking for a cutie pie. And we ain't gotta make love, or we can just cuddle up. But if you want me to beat it up, well, damn it, I'll beat it up. My body, your body. I don't even know why that just happened. I don't even know why that just happened. Why I was just about to sing that song? Because you know, and we are aligned. That's why. It's because of the yes, sir. It's yes, sir. Shouts to Pretty Ricky. I hope they doing all right. That used to be my jam. Come on, yes. Pretty Ricky had me in a chokehold for a little bit. They did, and it's not even like they were fine or anything like that. It's just, but the vibes though. They did that. They did that. They did it. Okay. Let me get back to my list of questions, y'all. Y'all got me distracted. I have two more questions for y'all, okay? And feel free to throw some additional ones if you have them. What's something you're looking forward to in the near future? Ooh. What's something? Ooh, I have a few things I'm looking forward to. One thing I will say is it's is a good move to plan things out, like to plan things ahead, like activities you're gonna do, because as the time gets closer to it, you just get excited. You have something to look forward to. So even if, let's say, you had to work all week and you got to grind, you got to hustle or whatever, and it's like, I'm tired, but that thing that I'm going to do, worth it. So for me, I have some plans for this weekend. I'm going to hang out, like I said, with some friends and some family. And then next weekend, I'm going to a bashment, an event with my girls. And it's been a while since I've been in like a party setting where people are like winding up themselves to the bass line. And that's what I'm going to do next weekend. So I am excited for that. Indeed. And then the weekend after, I have some romantic plans. So I'm excited for that as well. So these upcoming weekends, segments of time are scheduled. They are booked with activities that I love. And I am so ready for it. I'm so ready and excited. Okay. What about y'all? What's some things that you got on the horizon that's coming up soon that you can't wait to do? I'm curious. What y'all got going on? And if you don't have anything, no, that's fine. You know, sometimes stuff just comes up. But share your plans with me, y'all. I'ma wait. Nobody got nothing coming up? What's going on? Ooh, and my birthday's coming up soon. It's not on a weekend though, but I haven't even planned out what I'm gonna do, which is ridiculous. God's plan. Okay, that works as well. Yeah. What's something? What do y'all have as suggestions for me for birthday stuff? I thought about doing like putting together a karaoke event, like just booking one of those rooms or whatever and inviting specific people, and we just go in there and turn up. Then I also thought about going to an actual lituation, but because in the next 2 weeks I'm going to a big ass bashment, I don't feel the need to have another bashment. So I don't fully know yet what I'm gonna do for my birthday, y'all. Give me some suggestions. Ready for summer, just for the vibes. I feel you. I feel you on that. And you know, another thing also, I'm looking forward to more sunny days so I can lay outside in it. Like the other day, it was sunny, for real, like 90 degrees. And I went outside with my little lawn tarp thing and I just laid. And I caught a very mild tan. And I was very happy about that. So I'm looking forward to more tanning sessions, more sun soaking. Getting prepared to marry my fiance. I'm so excited. It's September this year. So much to plan still, but we got this. Yay! Congratulations. We love love. We love unions. We love commitment. We love ceremony. The joining of family. The joining of souls. So I'm very happy for you and your fiance. I wish you guys well, prosperity, health, and all of the best outcomes of your relationships, even the difficult stuff. I hope that you guys are able to navigate that successfully and come out stronger and just be a dope ass couple and, you know, keep paying that energy forward. We love to see it. We love it. We love it. Send Sherry some vibes in the chat, y'all. Send her some vibes. Shouts to y'all. I love it. 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 Love it. Washed and hot oil treated my locks. Ooh, hot oil treatment. I know your scalp is feeling luxurious right now. Good stuff. Good stuff. I love that. I love it. We're trying to do a beach wedding. Ooh, that's cute. Nice and not just nice and sweet and simple with the elements around you just giving you vibes. They don't gotta be. And for me, if I ever get married or have like some kind of like ceremony of union, whatever that would be for us, I would want it to be very simple. Like, there's people out there, they have their own different things and they do the big grandiose wedding. That's not my personal cup of tea. I need it to be intimate. I need it to be vibey and straightforward. So we can get to the part where we're turning up, having the reception or whatever, after party or honeymoon, whatever, you know what I mean? But I don't need like a big ass event. For what? Beach weddings are lit, yes. Thank you so much. We are a dope ass couple for real. And I'm glad you know that about yourself. And I'm glad that you say it out loud. There's no shame in your game, and that's what I love to see. Claim it because you are. I don't even know this man. I don't know y'all. Well, I'm assuming that you're marrying a man, but I don't know you or your partner, but I support the energy. Okay? I support it. Yes. Oof. That just made me feel so happy. Because I love hearing good news like that about people who are like taking the next step in their relationship, especially when we live in a society that's so anti togetherness. You know what I mean? And there's all these narratives that go on from both the men and the woman about all the reasons why you shouldn't. And it's really unfortunate because as a people, we're meant to be together. We just are. So I love when I see people who just cut through all that noise and they just focus on themselves as a unit and they just make it work. I love that. So shouts to y'all. Shouts to y'all. Okay, I have one more question and then that is it. Then we can just chop it up or whatever. What are you grateful for in this moment? Okay, I'm gonna name all kinds of random things. I'm grateful for the fact that I have my window cracked right now, and it's just blowing in this just sweet, cool breeze, like just the right amount of cool temperature flowing into me right now. Gratitude for that. I have my beverage, and I love it so much. I'm grateful for you all for joining me in this live and giving me vibes and helping me feel uplifted and just giving me a little moment of joy regardless of what's going on out here. So I'm grateful for you all. I'm grateful that it's Friday. Friday is just such a sexy day. We love it. Okay, we love Fridays. I'm grateful that my cats are very relaxed and chill. They're not embarrassing me. I'm grateful for this ring lights for just lighting me up correctly. Okay. Grateful for this microphone. Yeah, that's all I got for now. If anything else comes up, I'll say it. But what do y'all have? What are you grateful for in this moment? Peace. Oh, Jesus, I have peace and quiet at the moment. Yes, we love peace and quiet. We love peace and quiet. Sanity, and we love sanity as well. Peace, quiet, and sanity. Yes, absolutely. Yay! Success! Success! All right, y'all. That's all I have for the questions for the mental health check-in. So we can either just chill and hold a vibe and y'all can like give me something to work with, or I can dip and we can just get into the rest of our evening. So y'all let me know. What's it gonna be? I don't know the words. Are you doing anything for the new moon? That's actually a really good question. When is that? Hold on. The next one is on the 30. Wait, no. I'm looking at the wrong thingamajig. Hold on. One moment. Oh, yeah, on the 30th, which is Monday, which is Memorial Day. You see what I'm saying when I tell y'all that these holidays be literally on top of the fucking goings on all the time. Yeah, the 30th. Um, Actually, yeah, I want to do some recording on that day. So what I use my phone to record, right? And I use my front camera because it allows me to see what's going on as I do it. But I've been receiving a little bit of guidance from someone who like works in that space, like he's a photographer and stuff like that and an editor. So he's been encouraging me to start using my back camera to record, which is something I have never done on the channel. I have never used my back camera to record ever. Because like I said, I want to be able to see the layout as I'm doing it. So if I need to tweak or make any adjustments, I can do that on the in the moment. And also, I use the camera as my mirror, so when I'm doing my hair, I'm just looking in the camera or whatever. But I've been learning more about recording and finding ways to make my quality pop. And learning some new things about lighting and background stuff and stuff like that. So on Monday, I want to put some of that to the test and record my first video with the back camera and with all that I've learned so far. So wish me luck with that, y'all. Wish me luck. Because I was practicing yesterday and I felt so awkward. I felt so awkward. I was like, girl, I don't know what's going on. Am I even in the frame? Like, I felt so awkward. But then when I went and looked at it, I was like, oh, this isn't bad at all. It wasn't that bad at all. So that's my main thing that I want to do on the 30th. But because it is new moon energy, I'll probably just take it really chill. I'll probably just chill. I don't have anything planned. So I'll probably just cultivate a vibe. Maybe I can take a bath. I could probably take a bath. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll give myself a reading. That could be nice. What about you guys? What are your plans for the new moon, aka Memorial Day? What are your plans? My kids, and this journey I'm on, I've been learning a lot about myself. Shouts to it. Caught you just got off. Hey, K-Wash. Hey, girl. Thank you for hopping in. That's definitely a challenge. Some people use a monitor. Yeah, like, and there's a way to do it so that I can see it on my laptop. But even that is a goddamn hassle. Even that is a hassle. I'm like, why? Like, ideally, I would just have someone who does this, like, who is very skilled at setting up the stage and everything. Just set my camera up, set my mic up, set my background up, and all I gotta do is come sit down, record, and dip. But having to do everything yourself, woo! Shout out to all those people out there who are content creators and they do all of it by themselves and they figure it out and they make it work and it translates into quality. Because goals. I know my content is cute or whatever, but there's definitely things that I can do to increase the quality of it. And it's just a lot of learning that I'm doing. There's a time where I had no idea how to edit. I had no idea what I was doing. I would just record something and throw it up. And I had to learn how to do it. And now y'all see how the edits have been progressing. I mean, I have some help now. I have a little bit of new assistance. But up until that point, I was doing it all by myself and I had to learn it. So now I had to challenge myself to push out of my comfort zone yet again and get familiar with fully utilizing my phone to its full capacity and getting higher resolution footage and just upping different aspects of what I'm creating. So, wish me luck, y'all. Wish me luck. I need to get some music done and prepare for next month. You'll do it. You got this. You got this, growth. You got it. Gonna be working holiday bread. Ooh, I mean, come through. Having to work on a day when people are off sucks, but then it also doesn't suck when you're getting the coin to match. So shouts to it. I'm in a good ass mood, y'all. Y'all really helped me. Y'all really helped me tonight. So thank you. I appreciate y'all. Is there anything else you guys have to say to me? Because if not, I don't really have much else to add. And I am totally, totally prepared and able to just call it a night and relax. Okay. So I'm just going to give y'all an opportunity to say some things and then I'm going to head out. What's your biggest pet peeve about content creating? My biggest? I would say how much energy it takes to really put together quality content and then when it's not as well received as intended. And when I say well received, I don't mean like positive wise. I mean as far as analytics wise, like thinking like you put so much into it and you're like, yes, this is like really good. I just did that. And then the numbers don't match the effort. That part is my biggest pet peeve. I feel like, oh my God. This is why I go hard about the whole hitting the like button thing because any way that you guys support the content, whether it's liking, subscribing, sharing it with other people, that allows my analytics rating to increase so that YouTube continues to suggest it to other people. Because there's people who are subscribed and they don't even see my video as recommended because it's just not registering in the algorithm. You know what I mean? So that would be, I would say that's the biggest thing about it. It's just like, damn, like, I wish that was an aspect of it that I could control. Like, knowing that whatever that I make is going to reach all of the eyes that I intend for it to reach, you know? But it is what it is. Can you, wait, hold on. What did I just miss? You're welcome, you lady. Hate I miss most of this live. It's okay. We were kind of, I was just like going through a list of mental health check-in questions and all of that. So no worries. Can you do these mental health checks again? I absolutely can. I absolutely can. I can't like tell you when or like make it a schedule, but I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but I've been incorporating more lives into my offering. Like, I want to keep the whole weekly live cadence going because every time I go live with y'all, mental health kind of topics come up anyway. So even if I don't do it in this exact format, just holding space for us to come together and like hold a vibe and like lift each other up, absolutely. I feel like people like the fake content more than the real deal. And I agree with you. Like, even like, for instance, with, okay, clearly my channel is predominantly locks related, right? That's how it started. That's been the premise this whole time. But one of my major messages that I have been sharing with people is the lock journey is way beyond the hair. It just is way beyond hair and styling and length. That's just the very, very surface level. But everything underneath it, that's where I'm at. It's like, it's about you, it's about your journey, it's about how you develop as a person, it's about like becoming a doper being all around, not just your hair. So my content kind of reflects the journey in that way, in that I'm not always going to be talking about my hair. I'm going to be talking about real shit, things that make people uncomfortable sometimes, things that are might be challenging or, like just a little bit different. But I feel called and I feel like it's so important for me to address these topics because I do have this platform and I do have that gift and that ability. And it is my responsibility to shine light on topics that are kind of underserved, you know? And it's true that a lot of people will say that that's what they want. But then you look at the numbers and it's like, is that what you want for real? Or you was just pretending you wanted that, So, but I can't let that deter me or stop me from presenting the information that needs to be presented. It's still very important. And I'm so grateful for those of you who tune in regardless because you see the value in what I'm doing and what I'm presenting. And so even if it gets lower views than like the hair stuff that people want to see from me, I'm okay with that to an extent because I feel like eventually the people who need to see it will see it. So that's my thoughts on that. Right, stay not getting the live notification, shaking my head, but I'm gonna go check. Yeah, it bees like that. Y'all have to click the bell notification to be notified when she posts a video or live. That part. Thank you for that assistance. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Healing Jordites. What up? Just got in. How are you, Sammy? How's everyone's day? Hey, girl. Thank you for asking. I am doing well. I am feeling lovely. We had a very, very nice mental health check conversation today. So now we're just doing like a quick little chop it up session before I call it a night. So if any of y'all has some questions or some things, some thoughts you want to share with me real quick, speak now or forever hold your peace, okay? I like that you're true to yourself and you speak your mind. Thank you. What's your name? My cups runneth over. Hallelujah. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It definitely helps when people express gratitude for me doing that. Like sometimes I'm not able to respond to every comment. It takes a lot of energy, y'all. But I do see them and I see when people say stuff like, yo, like I'm so grateful that you addressed this or you brought it to the forefront or whatever it may be. Because especially if y'all notice, the topics that I choose to cover are sometimes it's a little controversial or touchy. It's like those things that you're not supposed to talk about. So I feel good being able to be the one to, you know, hold that space and let's talk about it for real. Let's not be all hush hush about the important things that need to be addressed. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. I can't wait to catch the rewatch. Yes, healing. As soon as this is finished, it'll like save. The only thing that sucks about with lives is that the live chat, it takes like 24 hours for the live chat to upload with it, and I'd be wanting y'all to see that part too, but it is what it is. Hey Sammy, you still on? Bless you. Yes, I am still on. Isn't that crazy? There was a time I used to try to keep my lives to like an hour because I wanted people who are going to watch the replay to be able to handle it. But now I'm just like, I'm gonna stay on as long as it takes until I'm ready. you know. Sky Summer, hello. Thank you for all those emojis. Those are dumb cute. Dumb cute. What brought you out of your comfort zone with doing YouTube content? What motivates your topics? Okay. What brought me out my comfort zone with my content? Interestingly enough, I've always felt comfortable making content. Is weird. Like even in the earliest stages when I had never done it before. I think I'm pretty sure my little education background helps with that because I'm accustomed to speaking in front of a group of people. You know what I mean? And then I think also what brought me out as far as content is my intention behind what I'm saying. Like, I know how important it is to talk about things openly. And when I look around in, when I look at the rest of the space, right? Like, when I look at other content creators who talk about hair and locks, they keep it specific to that. It's very rare that you see them expand the content. And for me, I don't want to be someone who's just following the mold all the time, especially because if you are on a lock journey, you're already going against the grain. So it doesn't make sense for me to always present cookie cutter information. Sometimes I got to present stuff that's like off the cuff a little bit, you know? So that allows me to feel comfortable doing it. And then the way that you guys interact with the content helps a lot too. But you also asked me what motivates my topics. What motivates my topics is the desire to actually help people, to actually bring value to your life in some way, and not just by way of entertainment. And, sometimes it's a little tricky because I have to learn the balance of giving the entertainment and the education together and not just trying to be educational all the time. But yeah, so the topics that I come up with, a lot of them, some of them are things that I've asked myself. Like, I reflect on my journey and different stages of it. And I think of the different talking points or conversations that I've had with people that I was like, I wish more people knew this. I'll reflect on it and remember it and write it down as a concept. Or things that I wish that I knew when I was at a certain stage. Information that I wish was being discussed openly when I was ready for it and it wasn't. That informs some stuff too. Also, just my passion for our community specifically. Like, I'm cool with everyone else and all the other communities, that's cool or whatever, but ours specifically, I care so much about us even when people piss me off. And so I want to present information in a way that's digestible and enjoyable and can actually leave like a positive imprint on the way that you think and the way that you move. And so it makes me, really meds on it. It makes me really sit and think like, what do the people need to hear right now? Like what needs to be addressed? I look at where there's a void and I try to fill it as best as I can. So that's how that goes. Agreed. You are truly a light for real. You have opened my eyes so much. Keep it going. See, like comments like that. I love that. I love when people share that with me because it's like, that's why I'm doing it. Yes, it's all, I enjoy it. It's a good time. And I would like it to become my sole revenue stream. That's what I want. But also, aside from that aspect, I want it to be that everything that I say to you guys like resonates and leaves behind something for you to think about, something for you to apply to your life, something that can lead to a positive outcome for you. So thank you for that comment. Y'all, I've been watching your 2 to 3 hour replays. Come on with the 2 to 3 the 2 to 3 hour replays. Shouts to you. That is a devout supporter, and I appreciate it. Hey y'all, I hope everyone's having a good night. Thank you. What do you think about reattaching locks? I had my locks a little over a year, and I want to reattach them. I want to. I want to just start over, but I'd be fighting myself because I don't know if I want to redo the journey. So, I have mixed feelings because there are some circumstances where I see it being beneficial. Like, I've seen people who their locks were like really matted or damaged, and so they go to a loctician and they have to cut it and then give them a deep detox and then redo the parts and then reattach. Like that I can understand. But if it's a situation where you like cut your locks off because that's just where you were in your journey and you were just like, okay, clean slate type of time, I'm not the biggest fan of reattaching those same locks because I kind of feel like it's like you're kind of just trying to press resume on the journey. And it's like it's oh my god. I'm trying not to say anything that's too offensive. The thing is, it's up to you what you want to do. It really isn't up to me. So I can give you my opinion, but it's about what feels right to you. You know what I mean? So I don't want you to feel like you shouldn't or you can't because of what I'm about to say. I do think it's important to sit and consider your why you cut them, and why you want them again. Okay? I don't want to I've learned I've learned that I can't dictate what people do with their lives, and ultimately it's up to you to do what makes sense. So if reattaching it is calling to you, then do it. If you kind of feel conflicted about it, there's a reason why you feel conflicted about it. Okay. The way I see it is your hair holds energy, and when you cut it, that energy that it once held, it's kind of like it's no longer connected to you. So when you try to add it back, it's no longer going to have that energy that it once did. So in essence, I kind of look at it like reattaching like dead energy. But I have no idea because I have never cut my locks off and then had to reattach it. So I don't know if that's what really happens, but that's my thought process on it. Which is why if I were to ever cut my hair off, I wouldn't reattach it. I would just grow it back if I wanted locks again and just redo that whole. Because what I see happen when people like have a second journey or third journey is like it's kind of like they unlock a whole nother version of themselves because they do their locks completely differently this time. It's like a whole new evolution process, you know? So I would say embrace the newness and the differentness, and instead of trying to repeat or replicate. But again, totally up to you what you do. Totally up to you. Does anyone else have Sammy's videos playing in the background while doing their lives? Hey, I love that. That's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to have it playing in the background while you're doing your hair or while you're doing other things. I want y'all to do that. So, I'm not offended. I would love your genuine opinion. I definitely have mixed emotions about it. Okay, cool. I mean, yeah. I think I think like my hesitation and my nervousness has come from my last batch of videos have all been on like kind of touchy subjects, and even though for the most part I get a lot of positive feedback, I do see the negative, and I'll be like I'll be feeling away a little bit because I don't my intention isn't to piss people off or hurt people's feelings, you know, but I also got to tell the truth. So it's a tricky thing, but I'm glad you welcome it. Gun Alert got something I want to try out. Okay, go ahead, Grove. Can you give me advice on attracting more friends that are more spiritually aligned, just more aware of the world? Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Let's discuss the mushrooms after this. Um, yeah, it's funny. There was a time where I was having that same crisis. I was like ending certain friendships, certain relationships, and feeling kind of like lonely or detached because I was like, damn, I want more people around me who reflect who I am and who I'm becoming. And what I did for that is I started tuning into activities that I wanted to do, things that I care about, regardless, things that I could do by myself, even if I didn't have someone to do it with me. For example, I started going to, like I was saying earlier, group fitness classes. I started going to those yoga classes. That's how I met the yoga instructor who has become one of my closest friends. Okay. And that just came from me deciding to go to a yoga class because I love to do yoga and I was always doing it in my living room. So I decided to do it in a classroom. And then I met one of my closest friends, um, as well as like other group fitness classes. I started thinking about things that I wanted to do. Like, there's a moment right before the pandemic where I was like, damn, I haven't been reading. You see, I have all these books. A lot of it is my mom's stuff, and others is like from me, like high school and like younger years. And I was thinking, I was like, damn, I haven't read a book in a really long time. I would really love to be in a book club. So I just made that intention known, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start reading more. And then when the pandemic happened, this girl I went to college with was talking about starting a book club. And me and her, we hadn't spoken since graduating, but because I knew that I wanted to start reading more, and then I saw her talking about it, I was just like, girl, let me join the book club. And now she's one of my close friends. And now the people who I met in the book club are becoming friends to me as well. Really what I would say as advice is to just tune into the activities and the hobbies, the interests, the passion projects that you thoroughly enjoy, regardless of if there's outside participation or not, and just do more of them. Just do them. Just do the things that you love to do, because every time you put yourself in that space, you are going to be around other people who love that same thing. So that's what I would suggest. Now, Sky Summer asked me, said, "Let's discuss the mushroom video. What you want to discuss about it? What you, what you got to say? I'm stuck in the delusion of the old me with with locks after having my second baby and kind of, oh, your second baby, and cutting my hair. I'm having a hard time loving myself again, especially my physical appearance. Oh my gosh, that I totally understand that. I understand how that can be for sure. And so it kind of sounds like the your desire to reattach your locks is kind of like you trying to like gain back a sense of yourself that you haven't been feeling connected to. And because you enjoyed your lock journey when you had them, your intention is kind of like to reattach that. So at least that's one part of your physical self that you enjoy because you know what you look like with those set of locks, right? Um, and I honestly don't know what that would be like for you. And the woman's body goes through so much. And you said after having your second, so I know like your body has changed even more than it ever was before. Interestingly enough, when I was talking about the Grow with Joe person who does those videos, her she had a child recently, and so I'm actually gonna throw her link in there for y'all real quick. She, in the beginning of her videos, she has like a little photo montage of her pregnant belly, like when she was pregnant, like when she gave birth and had like the flabby skin and just a flabby loose belly, shaking, jiggling, and then how her body is now. And it's all been as a result of her doing these like really simple and attainable workouts that don't require the most. So, and she has like different people who, you know, fucks with her vibe, who are also mothers who also had their body transition in a way that they were not prepared for. And then they've been doing the workouts with her consistently for a few months, and their body is like snatched again. And it's something you can do in your house. I'm going to pin it. So I'm just sharing that with you just in case you're trying to think of a way to like get your body back how you want it, but like the idea of going to the gym is like too daunting, or you just don't know where to start. I think starting with her channel will be really, really helpful. And back to the locks thing, whatever feels right to you is what I'm going to encourage you to do. Okay? Just don't get no lock extensions. If you do that, you know I'm judging. You know I'm judging. But otherwise, do what you gotta do. Okay? I follow her. She is awesome. Yes! Sky Summer knows the vibes. Sky Summer knows the vibes. Let me tell you, I just found out about her like recently. And I was like, yo, this is amazing. Like, this is amazing. Shouts to her. Her channel is very, very dope. Very, very dope. Oh, just kidding. Okay. You ain't got nothing to say about the mushrooms? Too late. I already got the extension. I'm done. I'm done with Black Liger. Well, you know what? You got him, and what am I gonna do about it? I can't do shit about that. All I can do is talk shit, and what's the point? You happy? You happy with them? Then cool. Do your thing. All right, y'all. Is there anything else you have for me? This man Onyx scratching all up in the litter box while I'm talking. Oh, now him and Panther having a stare off. Y'all are so weird. Onyx, you good? What's going on? Onyx is over here and Panther's over there, and they're literally just staring at each other from underneath the chair. Okay. Got the extension cord. I'm done. Look up Massey Irish. She is mom. Who's that? Let me look that up right now. Massey. I think I spelled it wrong. Let me look at what you said. Massey Iris. So with an A. Iris. She's on. Oh, okay. There she is. She's on the Pop Sugar. Oh wait, no. She has her own page. Let me see. Oh, hey girl. Hey, Massey girl. Ooh, she fine. She is snatched. I love seeing women who have their body, who like were deliberate about getting their body exactly how they want it. It's so inspiring. Sometimes it kind of be a little bit like, you be feeling a little insecure, like, damn, I want my body to be like that, and it's not. But then at the same time, it's also inspiring, especially when you see what it used to be and where it is now. It's like, I can do it too. So shouts to y'all for that. Okay. They're having a staring contest. Facts. But then, Onyx just went and chased her down and she left. So, nope, they're behind the plants right now. I swear, Onyx be effing her up unnecessarily though, cause all she want to do is cuddle with him, and he be fighting with her. And I'm like, Onyx, be nice. I wish y'all were here to see when I first got Panther and she was a kitten. Lord have mercy, child. Onyx was not with it. He was not with it. That man was hissing. He was growling at her. I had never heard him growl before. My man's was growling at her. She was in the little carrier, shaking and quivering in the back. And he was just outside at the entrance, just hissing and growling at her. And then eventually she slowly came out. My man's boxed her, threw her. He was boxing her up left and right. I'm like, Onyx, please. She's a baby. She's a baby. Calm down. She had to go scurry underneath the little radiator and hide. I couldn't reach her. I'm like, hey, Panther, come on, please. It's okay. Baby girl was tucked in the back of the radiator, shivering, afraid, because of Onyx and his bully ass. He's such a bully. My man's was not, he was not with it. I was like, wow. Here is the link. I use her videos. How come the link not showing? I don't see no link. My dog used to hit. Are you trying to say hiss when seeing another dog? It's just like animals are so at the same time, it's like I gotta remind myself that they are wild. Even though these versions of our animals are domesticated and they've been bred to this version of themselves, at their core, they are wild. And so they be acting crazy. And sometimes I just gotta let it go on. I can't, I can't reprimand him too much. Oh, Panther. Hey, girl. She behind the plant. All right, y'all. I'm low-key tired of talking. So I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna skedaddle. They still got that wild in them. Exactly. They sure do. They sure do. But I'm gonna head out. I thank you all so much for joining me for this mental health check. I'm gonna give a few seconds before ending the live so that y'all can say what you gotta say real quick. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your nights and evening. I hope for those of you who are saying you're having a hard time sleeping, I hope you're able to fall asleep and slumber, sleep well, dream well. Have an amazing weekend. Enjoy the new moon on Monday. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. Good night.